This is a HeadGum podcast.
Well, guys, it's my least fucking favorite day of the year.
Oh, shit.
It's fucking Groundhog Day.
It's Groundhog Day.
And if I were in hell, I would probably be like the movie where I'm doomed to repeat this day.
I've never seen this movie.
Oh my god.
Who's in it?
Bill Murray.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like the day keeps repeating over and over. And
I've seen
like,
Christmas Every Day or whatever. It's basically like the same plot, but it's Christmas that keeps repeating.
I would enjoy that. This would be my literal hell because of that fucking rodent. If you've been around long enough, we made a podcast that it was like called like Stop Punxsutawney, something like that.
I'm like now just realizing like how much bitterness I've harnessed for this man.
I am livid. My Facebook feed is full, and even my Twitter feed.
Shit, I forgot to look at Pennsylvania like Facebook today, you know, because he's a PA rat,
Facebook,
you know,
that's a
like
thing.
He is. I used to call him Punxsutawney Pete, as we know. Didn't know, I was wrong for a while there, and he's a wonderful Pennsylvania relic. Did you see how gray he looks?
I did not. I refused to watch.
See his
I don't
wild
want to
eyes?
give them my ratings.
I just saw like screenshots, and everyone was like tweeting me, and they were like, "What has he seen?" And honestly, a good question.
I'm not here for it. Honestly, I think that they could hire me, a Pennsylvania graduate with a degree, to do this instead of this rodent that doesn't know anything, and who knows if he sees his shadow. I'm livid.
It was wild that I saw other people tweeting, like Kristen Ritter retweeted a tweet, and it said something like, you know, that's great about Punxsutawney Phil, but let's not forget about climate change. And I was like, okay, so it's not just us that say this shit.
Thank God.
I'm glad everybody's waking up.
Yeah.
Okay, wake up, America.
Down with Phil.
Down with Phil, up with Al Gore.
Yes.
Let Al Gore be the guy.
Let's pull Al Gore out of a hole every year.
So, if you've watched Cowspiracy, you'll know that, like, I mean, if you know anything about climate change, you'll know that, like, the meat and dairy community. The corporations. I don't know why I said community. The fandom. They are the world's leading contributor to the destruction of the planet, okay, right? And, like, Al Gore would not comment on it, so I'm really hoping that in an inconvenient sequel, he actually talks about how fucking, like, it's so skewed, like, how much it impacts the earth negatively compared to, like, fossil fuels and all the other things that we talk about normally.
Yeah. By the way, we watched Cowspiracy, and that was not what I was expecting, but it was great.
It was mostly about, like, environmental impact, and it was fucking amazing. Like, if you want to watch a documentary to, like, really be like, all right, I need another little push to, like, eat less meat or dairy or whatever, watch that one, because it's literally just like, yo, this is why the planet is the way it is. Like, it's not so much like cows dying, which, like, those are effective too, bitch.
I thought it was going to be like a Food Inc. kind of thing when I saw that, but yeah, it was good. Also, this is Coffee with Rachel.
Yeah, I'm Rachel.
I'm Chris. And I'm still mad.
I got questions for Al Gore, because he would not comment, and Greenpeace wouldn't comment on it.
Like, nobody would comment on it.
It's crazy. It's because it's money.
Yeah, the fucking lobbyists, you know?
Bitch. Lobbyists.
So, that's fucking great. Let's talk about some coffee, because that requires a lot of water, and I feel bad thinking about the fact that coffee also is probably not the greatest environmental thing, because it takes a lot of water.
I would like to see the bar graph with that compared to, like, meat and dairy, though.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, meat and dairy.
That and, like, soy.
Meat and dairy is, like, definitely a lot worse. What was it, like 2,000 gallons of water per pound of meat or something like that? Like, it's crazy.
It's a lot.
Anyway, so coffee that we're having is just from Trader Joe's. It's the organic, fair trade breakfast blend. All the buzzwords, GMO, whatever.
They're there.
Everything. And the fact, which I'm running out of facts. I'm going to keep going with this, but like...
You should start giving alternative facts.
Oh my god. Ooh, good one.
Wait, what if we did that
Holy shit.
Let's really make Coffee with Rachel fake news.
If you shove coffee beans up your ass, you actually ingest more caffeine.
That's probably true.
Honestly.
People take shots with their ass. I could not do that. I can't even take regular shots. I'm too old for this shit. I'm like, get me a glass of wine and I go right to bed.
That's some Hunger Games shit right there. Like,
I know.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Like, that's honestly where we're headed.
Yo,
like,
that's already where we
Donald
are.
Trump probably has that stuff that you can, like, you eat a bunch of his shitty taco bowls and then you can throw them up and then continue.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of gives me President Snow vibes.
Absolutely.
No,
you know who gives me President Snow vibes?
Pence.
No, it's like if Pence and Bannon were one person.
Oh my god. If somebody's mouth starts bleeding, then it's all over. Like,
yeah, if you see a rose, don't keep going.
We're gone.
Like, I don't even think I could watch that movie right now.
Oh,
at this time in my life.
Definitely not.
Too real.
But the coffee fact that I did manage to find is Dunkin' Donuts related.
Okay.
And so they said to ensure quality and consistency, Dunkin' Donuts coffee experts taste an average of 200 cups of coffee every day.
Whoa.
That's a lot of taste
testing. Could you be one of those people that does that?
I guess it's just like a job that you
apply for. Inadvertently, you're going to be digesting that caffeine. Because, like, even if you spit it out, like, you're still going to absorb some of it.
Yeah.
So, like... How are you? You know?
Yeah, like, right. You're going to be, like, wired every day.
A picture of the skeleton where it's, like, leaving its body.
I mean, I'm assuming that, like, they have a tolerance for caffeine because they, like, do they have a cup of coffee on the way to work, you know?
I don't know.
I would never want to have coffee in any other aspect of my life if I was taste testing it all day long.
You know, I used to... Okay, you know the magazine Highlights? When you're a kid and you're at the dentist office?
Yeah, everybody's doctor's office favorite.
But I had it, like, delivered to my home.
Wow.
Because I looked forward to every month they had one of those, like, find everything in this photo kind of things.
Yeah.
And I was, like, I loved, like, I Spy anything where I could be, like, just focused,
yes.
You know? So, anyway, there was an article that I remember reading. Like, it's crazy how much you actually retain when you're reading random shit when you're a kid. Like, now I, like, just know about this man's journey.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, you know?
Bitch, I could name your whole cell. I could name probably, like, all 206 bones. That's for a later podcast, episode 206. I will name all the bones, and it will be boring as fuck. But no, I read this article about this guy, and I think he worked for Ben & Jerry's, but... he basically was, like, the ice cream tester.
Oh.
And that was how I learned that, like, because ice cream is so cold, they kind of, like, try to, like, melt it a little bit because when it's so cold, your tongue isn't actually receiving all of the flavor. So that's why they typically, they, like, make it a little bit warmer and melted so that they can actually, like... get that flavor, bitch.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he spit it out. He was like, it's not fun. Like, it was like, the article was like phrase for kids. It was like, and kids, while you think it's great to just be eating ice cream all day, I actually spit it into a bucket. Like, oh, wow. The facade has been shattered.
I really think that, like, while it might sound great for, like, a minute, like, after a couple days, I'd be so tired of just, like, constantly taste testing the same thing. Like, imagine, like, eating a bite out of the same exact pickle, like, 200 times every day.
Is it going to be the same pickle, or is it, like, all brands?
No, I mean, like, the same brand, same type of pickle, you know, to try and detect, like, the nuances.
I could do that with a pickle. Is there something that you couldn't do? For me, it would be, like, any kind of sweet food. I couldn't do it.
There's tons of things that I wouldn't be able to do that with.
Like, a food that you enjoy, though, that you think would just kill you, even though...
I mean, coffee. Like, literally, I wouldn't be able to taste.
That would take the fun out of it.
It would really take the fun out of it. Like, there's so many things with chocolate.
I would get sick of, like, pretzels, honestly. I get sick of pretzels when I eat too many of them normally. You know? I couldn't live for pretzels, but I could live for pickles.
Yeah. Live for pickles. That's what I'm here for.
That's my motto, bitch. Anyway, so what's on the docket, you know?
Well, let's start off with, you know, some sad news here. I hate to say it, but Club Penguin is being shut down.
Wait, what?
Yeah, in March, it's being shut down for good.
People aren't using it?
Well, I think they are, and there's been, like, a lot of Twitch streams now of people going back on it because, like, it's getting shut down.
If they get rid of Neopets, I'm fleeing the Earth. Like, straight up going to Mars. That's upsetting, though. I mean, there must have been, like, a resurgence of users back when, like, people on Tumblr would, like, go there and, like, say obscene things and take screenshots.
Yeah.
I
That's,
guess
like,
that died
what
off.
half of the fucking, like, user bases of that is just go on there and say shitty stuff.
Me on the Meverse. That's really sad, though.
I know, it's really upsetting.
What if they did that, like, you know how some companies are, like, limited edition, and then people buy it, and then they're like, JK, it's permanent. What if it's like this?
This is not a makeup company.
Yeah, but, like, what if it's like that? that, and now everybody's going to go out of their way and use it like Vine, but Vine was like, they were gone, you know, they were
Vine's
absorbing.
legit, like, who knows what it is now.
I don't know. I think it's like a lens that you can use to like make 6-second videos.
Yeah, I think that's, like, it's just like a regular, like, kind of camera, except it just makes 6-second videos.
I know. I don't know why you need an app to make
you can just
video.
Use your
you
fucking,
just trim it, bitch.
Yeah, just use your fucking camera.
But on YouTube, not YouTube, just kidding, Twitter, when you upload a tweet with a video now, if it's under, I think, 6 seconds, it actually, like, plays in a loop, like a Vine, even if it's not through Vine anymore. So they're keeping that vibe alive.
So it's kind of just like morphed into Twitter.
Honestly, 6 seconds was never going to be good enough. Like, I enjoy a good, like, 13-second video. That's, like, when you have enough time to have something wild happen, but it's not too much time. Like, there are people that, like, post, like, a minute 30 and it's a joke. Like, that's too long for a joke, you know? I want a good under 15-second joke.
See, I think I would like, the 15-second kind of thing like that. I never thought I would ever really want to use Vine. I made a couple of them, but I always thought, like, this is just too short. But
like that video of that dog carrying the phone in its mouth and, like, running away.
Yeah.
Or was it a possum? I don't know. Or a raccoon. It could have been.
It was never going to be anything more than just jokes. Like, Twitter is jokes out the ass, but also, like, a lot of shit goes down.
Like news blurbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Twitter, I didn't know that the videos, apparently the maximum length of a video you can put on there is 2 minutes and I think it's 20 seconds, and that is 140 seconds.
Oh.
So, like, 140 characters.
So whenever they actually expand that, like, what's going to happen?
Who knows?
You know? Are they going to make Twitter videos longer? Well, then how did Leonardo DiCaprio upload an entire, like, 2-hour-long film?
I don't know how that works, but, like, whenever I see, like, Now This videos, they're, like, under 2:20.
Yeah. You're right.
I like those kind of... I love their videos. I just love, like, the things that they do. I like the short little blips that give me the information in, like, infographic style. Like, I don't even have to have audio on. You can just watch it.
I love watching videos that you don't need audio for at all. Because it's, like, half the time I'm just next to Lila and I don't want to scare her. I can't tell you how many times I'm on Snapchat and then somebody, like, does something really extra and it scares Lila. Be cautious and calm down. We have pets. Just kidding.
I find I watch more stuff with subtitles on.
Yeah. I like playing video games with subtitles too because sometimes you miss the dialogue.
Yeah, video games all the time we are. Like,
especially when people are talking over each other.
Yeah, the Telltale games, which when the fuck is
the
episode 3 of The Walking Dead coming? Come on, guys.
I'm fucking ready.
But we put on subtitles all the time, and some movies too. Yeah. I like to.
Like, you know how some people are like, I could never watch a movie in another language because of subtitles. And, like, I don't understand.
After, like, a minute to, like, adjust to, like, what you're doing, you don't even realize that you're doing that. Like, the one
thing that's, like, because your eye is going to be on that, so you might be missing some facial expressions, but it's, like, you look up, you know? It's, like, a flick and read.
But it's, like, usually it's just kind of, like, you see it in your periphery, and you don't even have to, like, look directly at the text. You kind of just, like, see it going along the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do eyes work, you know?
It's a mystery. Somebody let us know.
Somebody that's an optometrist.
Optometrist?
I was like halfway through saying it, I was like, I hope to God that's the right one. Is it? I hope so.
Alright, so let's talk a little bit about, like, restaurants and food places and stuff.
So Chris found this, like, thread on Reddit that was like, what is the reason why you stopped going to a restaurant, like a certain restaurant?
And I'm going to read some of them in a little bit, too, because they're fucked up.
Yeah. But I love Reddit threads where they're like, here's the secrets of working at this place. Like, I live for
Here's the dish on these major brands.
The dish.
Yeah, here's the tea.
I hate you so much. Okay, so my question to you, Chris, is what is a restaurant that you've been to that you would, like, never return to again, and what happened?
So we went to, this is for both of us, like...
Oh, okay, I was there.
Yeah, you were there. We were there with Lindsay and Megan Hughes, too.
Oh, yeah.
And
now I know what we're talking about.
So there's this, like, 24-hour diner restaurant kind of place.
I vaguely
it's like
think we talked about this before, but it's fine.
Yeah, they call themselves, like, a dive bar kind of thing. They have, like, that whole kind of vibe that they go for.
Yeah,
is, like,
it's truly the diners, drive-ins.
Yeah, and dive. It's all of them. And so we went there. It's like really late at night, and so they're like one of the only places that's open, and they actually do have like some vegan and vegetarian options there,
which is wild.
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting that, and like we go there, and the host guy, he was just like screaming as we walked in the door, like telling us like what to do and like where to go and like how many people we had and everything. It was like instantly so stressful to be in that restaurant. It was the most
tense I ever felt like entering a place.
Yeah, and so that, like, we were there for like a minute and we were like, this is just like incredibly stressful. And
he was like just being so
rude.
Oh my god, like, obviously we're really busy, so it's gonna be like crazy long wait, and I'm like, you're really selling me on this.
Yeah,
like,
it was like we were causing him so much trouble by being at this restaurant.
Like, I get it, it's probably always busy because it's always the only thing open.
Yeah.
But, like, we weren't, like, you know us. Like, it's me and Chris. If I get the wrong plate of food, I just eat it. Like, I don't
like, it would have, like, fucking cheese on it, and you'd probably be like, all right, I guess I'll just suffer later.
I'm just gonna suffer. Literally, though, that is what I do. And, you know, I'll just bitch about it on my podcast. They're not listening.
Yeah.
But,
if you are, hey.
So we were like, we just pop in, we're like, hey, party of 4. And he's just like, by the way, I'm in hell right now, and you're about to join me. Like, it's like, all right, man.
Welcome to my twisted mind.
Honestly, he probably had one of those blogs. And I, like, just never want to go there again, just because I just know how, like, stressful it is.
Also, we got food from them, just, like, getting it out before, and, like, it's just always, they charge a fucking, like, a takeout fee. Like,
which it's literally, like, a second away from our apartment. Like, it's not
even like when you go to pick it up, not like you're getting it delivered. Like, they charge like an extra fee just because you're getting it taken out, which
like they put it in the takeout box instead of on a plate.
Yeah, which I think is really, really stupid.
You know, it's fine.
How about
I
you?
was not thinking of them though when I was thinking about this. Well, the one that I can distinctly remember is going to Chi-Chi's.
Oh my god, what is that?
Chi-Chi's. You don't know what a Chi-Chi's is?
I don't know what a Chi-Chi's is.
It's basically like, have you been to Chili's? You know?
No, I have not been to a Chili's.
What the fuck kind of world did you live in? All right, so Chi-Chi's was like, I don't know, the slightly less cool version of Chili's. It's one of those restaurants where it's like Applebee's, except for they're trying to go for like this super like whitewashed Mexican food.
Got it.
And like every table has a bowl of like chips and salsa that are lackluster.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
and
that.
I was there, and like when I was a kid, and like I had bad anxiety, like I felt like, I don't know, I would get like nauseous, right? And so I was like that kid that always would go to a restaurant bathroom. Like, I had to like scope it out too. I like wanted to know, like, each bathroom you go in is so unique. I wish I did like a whole case study on bathrooms. Like, I don't know.
Honestly, that just reminds me, before you keep going, at Portage Bay, which is a place we used to go to a lot before we stopped eating dairy and stuff.
Yeah.
But in their bathrooms, they just have like pictures of other bathrooms in there. I feel like
I've been in that bathroom.
I think you would really love that then.
I think I should go there. Like, we could talk about bathrooms in a minute, because I feel like the bathroom at a restaurant says a lot about what you're about to endure.
Yeah, true.
You know? And you have to have a good vibe in there with some good 80s hits on. Or else. So anyway, so we're at Chi-Chi's, and we're sitting at this like tall table, like one of those bar top tables, and I am just going in on these fucking chips and salsa. Like, I'm living for it.
It's always the downfall. You go in on the chips, and then you get full for the entree.
Meal, for the main event, you know?
Yeah.
That's why they do it. But, like, when they're bottomless, and, like, you're not paying for them...
It's like the steak fries at...
Red Robin.
Yeah, Red Robin.
I would never go there again, just from our last experience, like, whatever that was. But anyway... So we're there, and then I'm starting to, like, I think I ate, like, too many chips, and I was also, like, feeling really weird, and so I go to the bathroom, and immediately, like, someone runs in and just starts, like, throwing up in the stall next to me, and that ruined everything for me, because I'm thinking, like, maybe now as an adult, like, maybe she, like, drank, or was pregnant, or who knows, you know, like, just wasn't feeling good. In my head, I was like, this food is poisoned, and we're all gonna end up like this bitch throwing up. And I like come back out, and I'm like, Mom, there's someone throwing up in there. We have to leave. Like, there's clearly the food is contaminated.
Did you guys leave?
I like wouldn't eat anything else. No, we didn't fucking leave. Like,
oh my god.
And I just sat there, and I was just like, I'm not eating anymore. I'm on like a food strike, because obviously this is gonna have like E. coli and all kinds of stuff.
That's shocking that I didn't leave. based off of, experiences I've had with your family and going out to eat.
My family is so picky about where they eat.
Basically, it was like 2 restaurants that we always went to all the time.
Yeah.
And then
everything else. Well, first of all, we barely ever would branch out to like a new place. And when we did, you have to have like several endorsements from family friends. Like you needed it to be like they didn't know what Yelp was. We had friends. You know what I mean? People just like told us, hey, check out blah blah blahs. And then you'd go there, and they were, like, hella critical. Like, I remember when you visited us, the one that I could think of the most is when we went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Which, like, thinking of the Whitehursts at Buffalo Wild Wings really, like, just does not sit well.
It was just, like, it was the new thing in town.
It was just the newest restaurant. We were like, let's go. Like, the vibe was just so off,
Yeah.
And I guess as we were leaving, there was like a storm drain or something, like some sort of like drain, and it smelled like shit, like sewage. And my mom was like, we're never going here again. And then every time we would drive by, because it was on like the main road, she would be like, and there's the place with the sewage in the food, Like, every time. We literally were there once, and they had like a great meal. And they, like, enjoyed it. And it was just, like, the walk out. It was like, okay, actually, you know what? Cross that off the list. We're never going back. There. I mean, it wasn't pleasant, but it was like...
I mean, I probably wouldn't go back again.
It's a sports bar. I didn't know it was, like, going to be, like, people loud and there's TVs everywhere. That's, like, the most American thing I could think of is that restaurant, I would say.
It really is.
There's, like, more TVs there than I think in most of the states. I don't know.
I just, like, every time I see, like, things like this thread, like, it's usually a lot of, what am I thinking of? The, like, mainstream, what is the word I'm thinking of for restaurants? Chains, that's it! Mainstream restaurants. Chain restaurants.
Like more indie restaurants.
Where, like, everything just comes in, like, bags and it's heated
frozen,
up. Yeah.
Which, like, I expect that, Like, my sister worked at Olive Garden for, like, 10 years, so I knew everything.
And, like, I worked at fucking Subway, and I saw how everything came there, too. The only thing that I sliced fresh was tomatoes.
Because you can't really, like...
Yeah.
Cut them up, beforehand.
Exactly. All of the meats came in just sweaty bags.
I hate that so much. And you were there for the yoga mat drama.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I hope I inhaled some of those fumes. I know they've, like, seeped into my pores permanently or
I feel
probably
like
residing there.
Always going to be a little corner of you that smells like Subway. Like, I don't know. Where did we put that uniform? Because, like,
I probably, like... put it in the Marianas Trench.
Like, we had to tent our apartment to get the smell out. Like,
it was so horrible. And, like, God, I just remember, like, of course, when I'm working there, like, I'm gonna take home some fucking food because I had a discount. And
Didn't you get, like, a free sandwich each
I got a free sandwich every shift. And
a foot long?
No, I got a free 6-inch, and then I would always, like, bring home a 6-inch as well.
Yeah.
And, like, I got a discount with it as well. So then we were eating a lot of
6-inch.
But we were eating those a lot, and just thinking back about that, and like, wow, how many yoga mats did we ingest?
I know! How many times did I get that fucking, like, what is it? Italian BMT.
Oh my God.
I don't know why it's called
Flatizzas.
That always fucked me up.
Yo, those were really horrible.
They were, like, flatbread pizzas, and they called them flatizzas. Like, who the fuck came up with that? It's amazing.
That was me.
You wrote that?
I did write that.
You wrote that in as a suggestion? I'm trying to think of another restaurant that, like, I would never go back to. I mean, there were plenty of places that I went to, like, as a child that I fucking loved that I would never... Like, imagine me at a Chuck E. Cheese now.
Oh, my God.
The pizza
I actually
was
never
subpar.
really went to a Chuck E. Cheese.
Are you... I wish that I could, like, steal the VHS tapes from my parents' house, rip them into the internet somehow... So that you could see this one video of me at it's like my birthday party, but I'm like 2, so it's like obviously not my party.
Yeah.
Like, it's my parents' party, Like,
they were a big fan of Chucky.
And we're there, and I'm sitting in a high chair, like, eating cake, looking pissed as fuck, and you see, like, the robotic, like, dancing that's happening behind me, because it used to scare me.
Yeah.
Because it honestly was alarming.
Terrifying.
Also, any place that you go to where you gotta take your shoes off and put them in a cubby, I'm against.
Oh my God, the McDonald's, like, play areas, I've been in those many times.
That's why we we're vaccinated. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's do that. But also,
that's the best way to test your immune defenses.
Here's my thing. I think the ball pits are the reason why I don't get a lot of flus.
Yeah.
Because we were literally rolling around in other people's germs, and that's what the 90s was.
Yeah, that's
and
why I think, like, my immune system is, like, pretty okay.
All of you, like, 2000 and up kids, like, you never probably touched a ball pit because your parents were smart, and you were like, no, let's go to my yoga and mommy class or whatever the fuck.
Even and at, like, Knoebels, when I went camping there, like, at the pool area, they also had, like, a giant ball pit, and, you know, you can go into that, too, I'm sure. And that's, like,
the foam pits.
That's exposed to the outside as well, so, like, I'm sure that there was a lot of fun stuff going on in that ball pit.
I hope so.
I'm trying to think of other places
or
that,
like the tubes in, like, Discovery Zone. Like, anything.
Yeah.
Where it's, like, a clammy plastic tube where, like, another child just coughed and shat in, like, 10 minutes ago.
I hate to admit the amount of times I've gone to CC's Pizza.
I went with you once and I dragged it the whole time we were there.
Listen, I went with my friends because it was fucking cheap and all you can eat.
Is it all you can eat?
It's all you can eat. Yeah, that's why. And it's, like, it's really horrible fucking food.
It's like the worst food.
It costs like $5 or $10, like, and then it's all you can eat pizza.
And it's like cafeteria style too.
Yeah, it's like, for whatever reason, I thought it was, like, okay when I was, like, in fucking high school. Then I went back with you, and I was like, wow, this is fucking what I ate.
No, it was because at that point you were working at the dining hall, and it's, like, essentially eating at a dining hall. And you were like, yeah, it really lost its luster, you know?
Yeah.
And that mac and cheese pizza was not even fucking good, and everyone hyped it.
Mm-hmm.
It was shit.
Just thinking about, like, at the Regal I used to work at, like, all the different restaurants that were around there that I would go on my lunch break to, I ate a lot of Sonic.
I know, and I never even had access to a Sonic.
It was like, when they built a Sonic, it was like a shockwave through the community. Everybody was like, for like the first, like...
Did Jesus come back for that?
Oh my god.
Bethlehem, you know?
Yeah, I get you. That was actually in Nazareth, also a biblical last name.
Yo, I know. I was about to say, like, Bridges to Terabithia or what?
No, but literally, like, for the first couple weeks that it was open, because we would have Sonic commercials on our, like, TV and radio, but we didn't have one. So we were like, I want to fucking try this. It was like a never-ending line all day for weeks when it first opened.
Oh
everybody wanted to try it.
Yeah, we had the commercials too, and I was just like, that shake looks good. But I could never have it,
Yeah, now I think about it, and it was interesting.
I never ever ate the food. I only had, like, the drinks when I would visit you.
Oh, okay.
Because the food looked weird. Anything that's, like, served on, quote, Texas toast.
Yeah.
And you're in PA, and it's just, like, I don't know what kind of toast that is, but I don't like it.
That was also I went to the Dairy Queen, like, when they started doing fast food too. Yeah, like, they had bold choice. They had Texas toast there as well. Like, not like a sandwich, but, like, just on the side of things. And wow, I ate there a lot. We
used to have, like, the frozen Texas toast or whatever that
I know what you're talking about.
And, like, my mom would put, like, a garlic spread on it or something to make it, like,
enhanced
beefy garlic bread, you know? Oh man, we should make garlic bread.
Yo, we should.
It's off topic, but I'm here for it.
You guys know that we ate, like, we both were a lot of fast food as kids, but we didn't really have...
that's just what you do when you're in kindergarten, bitch.
Yeah, we didn't really have fucking choices, and, like, I just remember, you know, everybody's in suburbia, U.S., you got that one road that's got every fast food chain that ever existed on it. Yeah. At least that was in my area.
I mean, I would just go to Wawa, honestly. Like, yeah. I was such a Wawa binge. I was there all the time, and I feel like that was so much better than me trying to eat at, like, Wendy's or something.
I was here for, like, the Burger King Big Kids meal.
Aw, fuck Burger King. Their commercials are creepy, and their food is shit.
Yep.
I'm stupid.
Did you ever have a Quiznos?
Yes, but it, like, died immediately. Like, we got her, and then she was gone.
It's what happened to me, too.
It's a California tortilla.
Oh, my God.
Like, what does that even mean?
Oh, man, I do miss Pita Pit, though.
Oh, apparently they have one, like, here. Every time we bring it up on the podcast, somebody from Seattle tweets us, and they're like, there is one. I don't know why we act like it's gone. We haven't been to Taco Bell either since, like, we moved here, and, like, there is one.
Yeah.
But apparently you can veganize shit. You can go and, like, ask for beans and potatoes instead of the ground beef. Okay. And then you could just go, like, minus cheese, and then...
Still will make you shit for days. But,
yeah, but, like, in a wonderful way.
It's an experience, and we're all here for it.
Are you a fan of the Baja Blast?
had it that one time. I think you got it, and I didn't really like care for it.
I thought it was kind of watery.
Yeah, it was watery.
But, you know, I'm here for the Fiesta potatoes that I can no longer eat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they were good. Maybe we need to, like, make vegan sour cream. Oh, we finally tried vegan cream cheese, by the way.
It was the Trader Joe's that we've tried.
Yeah, and it's just, like, it had no taste.
Yeah, so it's not offensive, but
it wasn't, like, bad.
Not really anything. So
I had it earlier today.
We're going to try other ones. A lot of you guys said Kite Hill.
Yeah, Kite Hill and Tofutti is what I'm hearing. So we're going to try both. And we'll come back with our favorite.
We're doing our, on-the-ground studies right now.
I don't want to make it myself because you have to, like, cure it, where you, let it sit out in culture.
Shit.
I don't want to do that. I don't know.
All right, so I guess I'm going to read a couple of these things that have happened. I picked out the ones that are, like, from chains, so
we can all hopefully identify with these.
Yes, and the first one's from Pizza Hut, which we also did a lot of Pizza Hut
in our day. We used to sell Pizza Hut at my elementary school, and then they switched to Papa John's.
Remember the Lana Del Rey Pizza Hut rendition?
Oh, boy. Yes, I do.
That's a word vomit from ages ago.
God. What state was I in?
I don't know.
But Pizza Hut, man, like that was when we were eating like the fucking dinner box.
Yeah.
Where it's like you spend $10 and you get a bunch of pizza. What are they, like cinnamon sticks?
Yeah.
And then some breadsticks. And like, why the fuck? Like, who were we?
That's because
we
it
were
was
also
cheap.
Broke, yeah.
It was cheap. God.
That's why.
In between...
But it was good.
In between, like, not including local places, but Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's. Which one did you frequent the most?
Oh, chain pizza? Like, who would I pick?
Yeah, or, like, did you have the most? Like, I know mine was Papa John's.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, my parents were, like, they turned their nose up at that kind of shit.
I guess
so we were more of, like... whatever the local like there was always like a random Italian restaurant that like comes in. It's like they keep getting replaced.
Yeah,
it's
like
at
Millersville,
Giuseppe's, like Milano's, like you don't know, like it just keeps going. Amato's was the only one that stayed.
Yeah,
and that one was good. They had really good tomato pie. But yeah, we would get local shit
at Millersville. Like 3 out of like the 4 restaurants that were on campus were all
pizza.
like all
we
pizza
were living.
places.
2 cousins. Where's the third one? You don't know. Oh my god, that was
House
one of the
Pizza.
restaurants that I would hate to go to. It was this place called Hope I, which was like House of Pizza, right?
Because we can't say anything like full
but
form.
Where's the I come from?
Hope pie, like it's a pizza pie, like
oh, I see. I never understood that.
Yeah,
but you'd go in there and the guy, because they also sell like alcohol, so you could buy like 40s and stuff like that. And
yeah,
so
that's where I used to get all the alcohol back in the day.
PBR. Yeah, and we would go there and like get pizza and like drinks and stuff, and like the guy hated women. Like he was just like an asshole to every girl that walked in, and he only carded the women.
Yeah, I never got carded once when I got stuff there,
and I obviously looked older than you, like at every point, and that was like my heel phase. Like,
that was your heel phase, and my
the most makeup
hair
phase
was definitely, way too childish.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't know what was happening.
That was the same thing at Wine and Spirits, too. I feel like everybody in Wine and Spirits thought I was, like, trying something. And I was like, I'm just here to get my fucking
What, they
Malibu.
think you're trying to, like, fake it with makeup? Like, that to make yourself look older with makeup or something?
Which I don't have to. I'll show you my eyelids. And you'll see.
All right, anyway, so this one from Pizza Hut. It says, went to a Pizza Hut in my town for a school trip when I was 13. A friend thought he was being funny and put a slice of pizza under one of those rubberized tablecloths they used at the time. I remember those, too. You remember that shit?
Don't know.
About a month later, his grandma took us there for his birthday. The pizza was still there. I don't go to Pizza Hut anymore. That is horrifying.
I was also that person, not with pizza, but I would hide things in stores. Did you do that? Like, you'd be because you're a kid, you don't have any income.
Yeah.
So you see, like, a toy, and I would just, like, hide it and, like, hope it was still there, because, like, you can't put things on hold, You're, like, 5.
This is my version of layaway.
Yeah. I'm putting that in my cart for a little while, and then... we're fine.
You modern kids don't know that feeling. You just put things in your cart on Amazon, and you don't have to worry about that.
Me, I save things to my list,
Okay, next one is, went to an old country buffet. Did you ever go to there?
I think I went one time.
I've definitely gone a couple of times. And how about...
You are, like, such an old country buff.
I know. That also makes me think Boston Market.
Oh, I never went to a Boston. We didn't have those.
I went until, like, a fucking, like... went out of business or closed or got shitty. All three. Who knows?
Lumber liquidators, you know? Everything must go, including those roast chicken. That's the only thing I knew about Boston Market was like they gave you the whole chicken.
Yeah,
I was like,
fucking chickens.
Yeah, like and mac and cheese. I think was popular.
Oh yeah. But I went to Old Country Buffet a long time ago, and my dad got a hot dog that turned out to be moldy.
Ew.
That's fucking terrifying. This next one is also from Pizza Hut. Who said,
I have gotten food poisoning also.
Oh my god, when?
It might have been from Chi-Chi's. No, it was someone else, but I got me and my sister both had chicken fingers, and we got the same meal, and we both died at the exact same time because we had 2 bathrooms in my house, and at the same time we both woke up in the middle of the night and ran to the bathrooms.
That's fucking horrifying.
We knew. I forget what restaurant it was. Damn it. It was just some random place that probably is no longer in business.
Makes me think of that fucking restaurant here that we thought gave you food poisoning. Turns out it was just the dairy.
Just the cheese. It's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna skip that Pizza Hut one and go to this one about Baskin Robbins.
Oh.
I was getting...
Those pink spoons.
This one's less gross, more dumb. And it says, I was getting ice cream at Baskin Robbins. I asked for soft serve with sprinkles on it. The guy at the counter told me he couldn't put sprinkles on soft serve. This made no sense to me, so I asked him to do it anyway. He still refused, so I asked to see a manager. The manager told me it was physically impossible to put sprinkles on soft serve ice cream.
Wait, what? That makes no sense.
That makes no
I would always
sense.
get banana soft serve with chocolate jimmies. You know?
Yeah.
And they roll it in there, bitch.
Yeah, you can just fucking roll it.
Oh, man.
What the fuck?
That's a place that I
don't
would
know
take a
if
lactate and go to, you know?
I don't think I've actually ever been to... I've been into, the Dunkin' Donuts Baskin Robbins combos.
Yes. I've only been in a combo Baskin.
I love those combos.
Yeah, KFC, Taco Bell.
Sometimes you get the rare triple threat, you know?
I've never seen that.
I've seen
That's
one...
like Atlantic City, bitch.
Oh, God. It was KFC and A&W and a pizza place. Yeah, the A&Ws, they have, fast food chain too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think another one that I remember you told me about was Arby's and how the roast beef comes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I never went back after you told me. And I used to oh my god, I used to love going to Arby's. That was my favorite place as a kid with those fucking curly fries and that plasticky beef.
Yeah, it came in a
Horrible.
fucking a liquidy tube and then it's heated until it's solid.
And then they thinly slice it.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrible.
That's horrifying.
That scares the shit out. Do you think that's still how they prepare it?
I don't know. I really hope not.
And they're the ones that had that deer burger.
Oh my god, yeah. Is anybody in
venison.
PA? Do they have that now?
They have it in a couple, I don't know if it's still available, but they did put it in a few places.
Somebody let us know.
Yeah. Did you try it? That puck of deer. It literally looked like a hockey puck.
Fucking Christ. Next one is, I was at Macaroni Grill. Felt something...
I used to love Mac Grill. You could draw on the tablecloths because they were just paper and they gave you crayons.
Did we have one that was near us? Because I feel like I didn't go to one. I went one to one that was with you, but I don't think I went
there because
before.
my Starbucks, all my coworkers, we had a party, we were all having dinner, and we went to Macaroni Grill.
I thought it was fancy.
Yeah, it was fancy because they gave you the water in the chilled bottle with the little
that's how
thing
you know
on it.
Bougie.
Yeah, it was not fancy.
The little stopper.
But if they gave you those bottles, that's when you know. It's experience. And every entree is $12 for no reason. It's frozen.
It's still coming out of a plastic bag, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Those pastas.
So they said, felt something in my leg, then swatted at my jeans, went to the bathroom and found nothing, but returned and saw there was a crushed roach under my table. Basically, I crushed it against my jeans and fallen afterwards. Told the waitress, who just offered me a free dessert.
Ew! You could have given me a warning it was going to be a bug one.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
If I ever encountered a spider at a place, I would never return. That's why I stopped visiting my aunt, But in Cape Cod, they were up against the woods and there were beefy spiders and we would stay, they had a basement and that's where I would sleep. Yeah. And I remember there was this red spider. And he was the size of a quarter, but that's big enough.
That's fucking big.
Yeah, I know. And it scarred me.
That's terrifying.
I mean, we still had to go, but...
Next one is, I went to Ruby Tuesdays once, and there was a partially frozen entire stick of butter on my steak. Ruby Tuesdays is the one that
that was our date spot.
Yeah, that was our date spot because it was right next to the movie theater.
And I would get those pineapple drinks.
Yeah.
It was like all sugar, and it was just like a tube of pineapple chunks and like juice. And the bitch, I would be like halfway done, and she'd be like walking by. I'm like, can I get another one of these?
And also, every time we hoped to God that they didn't ask us if we wanted to try the crabicado omelet.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't ask, you got like a free appetizer.
Yeah, if they forgot to give you like the promotional event. Like, because they had like a whole spiel. The only thing I liked about Ruby Tuesdays was those croutons. Mm-hmm. They had those like pumpernickel croutons that were just such a good umami texture.
Ruby Tuesdays was the one that I mistook the beet slices for Jell-O slices at the salad bar. And
I thought it was cranberry sauce.
Or cranberry sauce.
Wow, you're changing your story.
No, it was cranberry sauce, but I thought it was Jell-O, and it was at their salad bar because they had the walk-up salad bar.
Yeah, that was like the intrigue, was like you could get a plate and fill it up with things. When you're a kid, that's wild, you know? You're like, wow.
When you get to get up and serve your own food, that's like wild.
It's crazy when you get like all of those sweaty like ladles of dressing with the little handles that have
especially when it falls in.
Yeah.
And then you know that handle that's been touched by everybody had just fell into that dressing.
That sneeze guard, though, keeps out all the germs.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking
Are we grossing everyone out today? I think
hope so. Next one. Went to Olive Garden. I got pasta Alfredo, and at the bottom of my dish, there was plastic. Not like a tiny piece, but the entire fucking wrapper for Parmesan cheese.
Oh my god.
I knew that they, like...
Everything comes in, like, a frozen bag.
You told me that, everything there is just in a
bag. They, like, brush the frozen logs of fucking breadsticks with, like, a seasoned, like, butter thing.
Yeah.
But, like, all the pasta, all the sauces, all of the soups, they're all, like, just frozen stuff.
Yeah, that's literally, at Subway, too, the different types of breads that you can get. Like, the Italian herb, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I would get the Italian herb and cheese.
Yeah, that. It was literally, like... just a regular white bread loaf, but I would dip it into like I would let it sit out for a couple hours to like rise a little bit, and then when it was like kind of like sticky, then you press it into that stuff to like put it on top.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was just like all of them were like pre-made loaves.
No. Like I just added that onto it.
What about the cheese one?
Yeah, any of the ones that just had like a little top,
sprinkle.
Yeah, a little sprinkle on top. That was me.
Okay, that was me.
That was me.
I sprinkled for you.
Also, the meatballs, they are there like all day in that warmer until like that container is gone, and then you pull out another one.
So like, can it stand multiple days?
I don't think it stood multiple days. Like,
all the pastries at Starbucks are frozen too. If you didn't know that. Yeah,
same with all the cookies at Subway. Also, the cookies were the worst thing that you could get on their entire menu.
They were like wait, really?
Yeah, they're like 300 calories a cookie.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They were really
amazing.
bad.
They were big.
They also, like, when I cooked them, they smelled fantastic, but, like, when you took them off the sill pad, like, there was so much, like, grease and butter that came out of it.
Yeah, they were, like, a really oily cookie.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Then I remember when I, like, went to Subway as a kid, like, that was always, like, the treat. Is like, oh my god, I'm gonna eat this fucking healthy-ass sub, in quotes, and then I'm gonna get this cookie afterwards.
That's crazy, though, because, like, they had that dude with his pants.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Turns out he was a piece of shit all along.
But Subway has, like, been, they're, like, lime crime of fast food. Like, they're in a lot of hot water. It's fucked up that they are,
like, the restaurant with the most chains. Like, they have the most restaurants.
There are so many of them.
It blows my mind.
Like, we need more Einstein Bagel if we're gonna have, like, a chain like that, you know?
Literally. I'm assuming it's gonna be a Starbucks and a Subway first on Mars.
A Subway, that's a good one.
Yeah. But definitely a Starbucks. Like, they have to.
I know. Because they care about Mars, I feel. Like, they're gonna have, like, a Mars Frappuccino. It's going to be like a cinnamon one that just like looks warmer in color.
They're just going to make a special drink you could only get on Mars.
Oh, like, absolutely.
It's going to be like made with Mars
It's
dust.
going to be like the Elon Muskachino. And I don't know.
Fuck. All right. Well, I guess we should get into some questions.
Yeah.
But first, let's get a word from our sponsor.
So today's episode of Coffee with Crachel is brought to you by our friends at adamandeve.com because, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes, this is February officially now, and so the 14th, that's the day of love.
It's also the day that we adopted Squeezy.
Yo, yeah.
Arguably more important than love, but it's cool.
So what a better way to celebrate than to get yourself some fun items from Adam and Eve.
I love getting Squeezy a new vibrator every year. It really fits his vibe.
Oh, I see what you did there. So through Valentine's Day, you can get 50% off of just about any item with our special code. So if you just go to adamandeve.com, you will find over 18,000 different adult entertainment products. Whoa. So that is a huge selection. So if you use code CWC at adamandeve.com, you'll get that 50% off. You'll also get a free romance kit.
Whoa, not the mystery gift this time.
It's got 3 special gifts inside of it. Then you get a free adult DVD, and then the free shipping as well. So again, that's CWC at adamandeve.com. All right, guys. Well, during that ad, we realized that it is Ina Garten's birthday.
Yeah, bitch.
So shout out to her. Her birthday is Groundhog's Day. I'd rather celebrate that.
Yeah, let's celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior.
Honestly, we went on a Barefoot Contessa binge the other night.
And it was fabulous.
Yeah, it was
fabulous. Easy was that? It was
honestly,
so easy to watch.
We should watch more later when we're done with our Thursday shows.
She's soothing. She's the Jewish mother I never had. I love her.
Yeah, we didn't know she was Jewish.
I knew.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You
don't have
Jewish
a woman
cooking. It's great.
Talk about locks in that way.
Yeah, she made the best looking schmear and lox,
Oh, she made this lox platter, and I was just like, wow, veganism is a joke. It was just like...
It looked so beautiful.
That woman could get me to eat anything, and I would. You have to respect that woman, you know what I mean?
Yeah. She is the Barefoot Contessa.
She fucking is. All right, anyway.
All right, so Patreon, I'm going to do these questions first.
Yes.
First one's from Sonia, who said, what are 3 qualities you admire in each other?
Well, I can tell you right now, I admire your intelligence very much.
That's one of the qualities I admire in you as well.
But I'm thinking more analytical, math, all of that.
And I'm thinking your world smarts. You are aware of the world and how everything works, and you can think,
I'm blushing.
You can think critically about a lot of different things, and look inward on yourself and everything. And it's that's not easy to come by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also say you're just really thoughtful. There's a lot of people who aren't very thoughtful, and you're an extremely thoughtful person. And
I guess this is kind of similar too, but I was gonna say you're selfless.
Okay.
You are This
is horrible, guys.
No. It's cute, guys. It's cute. Yeah. You are just really selfless.
This is the most PDA we've ever been.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And last
but not least, Leask. Am I right? Shout out to you if you're still listening.
Oh my god!
Bitch.
The least you could do is keep listening to us.
Yeah, let us know, bitch.
Shout out to anybody who knows what the fuck we're talking about. Yeah. If you've been around long enough.
I would also say just the way that you care for your animals, bitch.
Yeah.
That is something that I love about you. I would also say your humor, but you never think you're as funny as I think you're funny. Because, I think you're hilarious.
I could easily say your humor, too, which is another
we both know I'm fucking funny.
Yeah. Just kidding. But I was going to say your strength, because,
my upper body strength is particularly.
Everything that you've been through and all the stuff that you continue to work through is admiring to see that you are still fighting along.
Yeah.
Yeah. You give a lot of people hope.
Me cracking my knuckles in anxiety right now doing this. Who knew I couldn't accept compliments,
So, all right, now let's done being PDA.
Yeah, let's do 3 things we hate about each other. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's see. First of all, I know he hates what I do to the fucking toothpaste, and you know what? It's fine.
Also, the way you always put on toilet paper the wrong way. There is a right way.
There isn't a wrong way.
Yes,
it's
gonna
go between your cheeks, and that's all she wrote.
Well, there's a right way to grasp it,
you know what?
Do it wrong.
I hate when you leave your cream cheese knives in the fucking sink, bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We've talked about it.
It's just like, it's really important to get those feelings out there every once in a while. Or the fact that you don't wet your toothbrush when you put toothpaste on it, like your dry brush in your mouth.
You also get really upset that like I apply face products with one hand instead
How do you get even scrubbing?
My right hand can actually reach the left side of my face.
It's faster to do both cheeks at once.
But, there's less product waste on my hands if I only use one.
You're spreading it. No, that's a lie. Like, that's a fucking lie. Because you're just pumping it into your hand and then evenly distributing it on both hands.
Yeah.
It's not like it doubles in pumps the moment you put it on your other hand.
No, you don't get it.
And this kid thinks he knows about math.
Whatever. I'm fucking moving on because we're just going to start fighting.
No, say one more about me to make it even. There's like 7 billion, but like, just go.
Oh, shit. What is something else that, I do not enjoy?
I mean, I know I leave my skincare everywhere and you hate it.
Oh, my God.
Because that's true. You can't see a surface. I mean, our apartment is very
It's literally like signs except for glasses of water.
It's masks. Masks and moisturizers.
So if the aliens are allergic to fucking masks, we're
if they don't like hyaluronic acid, we're good, guys. We're fine.
Oh, shit.
All right, what's the next question?
Okay, if you guys in the chunks were types of wine, what would we be?
Ooh.
Lila's a rosé, I'd say.
Oh my god, her little pink snoot.
Yeah.
Like a bubbly rosé.
Yeah.
Squeezy's like a dark, like, Pinot Noir.
Ooh, Pinot.
And very, like, dry.
Yeah, he is dry.
You are, like, just a white wine.
Yeah.
You go with seafood.
Yeah, okay.
What am I?
I don't know my wines that well.
I know. I feel like, I don't know.
Are you champagne?
Bitch. Am I bubbly?
No.
No. He just like glitched so much because he knows.
I know the truth.
The truth is,
well, honestly,
I'm a tall glass
Merlot?
of lemon juice. Like, I don't know. What's the lowdown on a Merlot? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go with a Merlot.
All right,
I
fine.
feel that.
That's because we don't know shit about wine.
Yeah, exactly. If you two were cats, what would our cat names be? I feel like mine would still be Chris because I'd be like that cat that just got named like a stupid human name.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because like people name their cats like Chester and stuff like that, and
but then they're like,
that's kind of fun.
Jeff.
Yeah. I'd still be Chris.
I feel like I'd be Rube or Ruble.
Yeah.
You know? Go get the ball, Ruble. That's so me.
Yeah. Oh.
I said ball like I'm a fucking dog.
They also said if cats don't get balls.
Yeah, they do. My cats do.
They also said if the cats were humans, what would their human names be? And they said that Lila would, still kind of work.
Yeah,
but
true. She lucked out.
But they said Squeezy isn't getting a job with it.
Squeezy's gonna be like Reginald.
Oh my god.
No, something like bitchier. Like,
ooh.
Like Spencer.
Charles.
No, like David.
I just think of Charles Whitmore, and I think like that's like the vibe.
Literally anything that sounds like he shops at J. Crew. That's what I want.
Oh shit! All right, well then let's move on to Reddit, and we got a fucking quiz there. Yeah. That is from Buzzfeed, our favorite.
Let me open this binge.
It's a build your wand and we'll reveal your garbage Patronus.
Amazing.
So that's fantastic. I don't remember what my wand is from Pottermore, so I'm just going to pick like what I want to out of
Mine's
this.
Mine's like dogwood. I don't see my options, essentially. Okay. So pick a wood. Alder, ash, beech, cedar, English oak, redwood, walnut, silver lime, and elder.
Interesting.
I'm going to go with beech.
For beech?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with elder just because I want to. Okay. Pick a length. This is all inches. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Like, I feel like a really long wand would be, like, very hard to handle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
At that point, what point do you get to where you're, like, an actual conductor for an orchestra? I need to know.
I'm going to go with the nice middle 11.
Oh, damn it. Fine, I'll go with 9, because, I don't know. It's just cool. Pick up flexibility. Quite bendy, Lila. Squishy. Wait, squishy.
We're not talking about Lila.
Swishy, supple, brittle.
Supple.
My skin, hard, rigid, unyielding, stiff, or very flexible.
I feel like you should go brittle.
I know, but also, I don't know, stiff.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go with brittle, you're right.
I'm gonna go with...
go with rigid.
I was gonna go with unyielding.
Oh my god, please do. Okay.
Pick a core.
Now this one I do remember. It was dragon heartstring, but I'm not gonna do that because that's lame.
So we got unicorn hair, dragon heartstring, phoenix feather, basilisk horn, troll whisker, wampus cat hair, coral, river serpent horn, or a thunderbird feather.
I feel like my ocean vibes are saying coral, but my mind is saying basilisk horn.
I'm going to go with thunderbird feather just because of thunder.
Okay, should I go for corn or basilisk?
Go for basilisk.
Okay,
that's fun.
Did I say corn?
Yeah, you did say corn.
What the fuck? Okay. Oh my god. This is squeezy. God. A cat that screams like a person. That's what my Patronus
that is. Squeezy.
It says, your cat Patronus won't stop screaming. Its scream sounds exactly like a human, and when it screams, it makes direct eye contact with you. It's awful, and you hate it. So Squeezy is my Patronus. Great. Confirmed.
I got a reverse centaur, so its head is a horse, and its butt is a dude. And then all it says is his name is Horsey Dibbles, and he is grotesque to look at.
Oh my god. I hate everything about that, but I always knew deep down that you were a horse girl.
Oh my god.
You know?
No. Fuck. Well, that really enlightened my day.
That jazzed my jimmies a little bit. Alright, so we have a question here, and it says, thoughts on the Uber boycott, which I totally forgot to talk about, the whole Uber Lyft.
How many weeks have
Muslim
we fucking
ban.
gone... like past, or how many episodes have gone past that we keep forgetting this? Like every time we end the episode we're like, fuck, we forgot to talk about that. Like,
yeah. So if you don't know what that was, it was basically like the night that it was announced that they were doing the executive order to ban the refugees coming in from the 7 countries. Everybody did the protests at the airports because people were being detained.
Yeah.
And so the big deal was that Uber, like, I guess normally they would have like a surge price if like everyone and their mother was at JFK Airport in New York.
Yeah.
So the taxis, they were trying to make like a statement. So they like did like their own kind of protest, and they stopped running for, I think it was just like an hour.
Yeah.
And Uber at that point swooped in.
Swooped in.
I don't know where the hell I am. And they took down their surge pricing and just like kept running. And so a lot of people were saying to boycott Uber because they were like trying to take advantage of that situation.
Yeah.
And also their CEO is on the economic advisory board for Trump.
Which I did just see today that I think he's gonna leave it now.
Well, it would be smart for his business, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
And like Elon Musk is also on there too.
Yeah.
And like I have mixed feelings about him doing that because it's like part of me's like, oh well, I guess it's a good thing to have somebody who's so pro like environmentalism
I'm really hoping
and
that
climate change aware.
Yeah, I'm really hoping he's there to really like try and be like on the inside fighting for these things
for climate.
Yeah,
but I hope it doesn't mean that he's just like a corrupt piece of shit. So like we'll figure it out. You know, we'll see. Jury's still out. So what happened during that was, so everybody's like boycotting Uber because of those 2 reasons, and then Lyft, who was running at the time, and I feel like people aren't like mentioning that, but like it's fine. Yeah, they were running, but they also donated, I think it was $1 million.
Yes, I think it was $1 million.
Yeah, to the ACLU. So that was cool, and that was, I mean, part of me is like, okay, well, they probably did that. One, maybe they are, you know, that generous, but also big PR move.
Like, it's definitely a PR move, definitely.
Like, I'm sorry, they had like the moment to really fuck over Uber.
It's a win-win for them because it makes them look good and it's a
gets
huge
their
PR
name
move.
out there. Yeah, so I don't know. Am I going to still use Uber? Probably, because it's convenient for me. And I still have to get around sometimes. But maybe I'll start using Lyft more often, too, you know?
Yeah. I don't want to say that, like, Lyft is, like, the godsend of vehicle services.
At
like
the end
that,
of the day,
I don't know.
I got 2 legs and I'm walking most places. But, I mean, it's been wild to see happen.
And, I mean, there's been a whole bunch of other things. We just didn't feel like fucking talking about the things that are happening in the world. That...
I feel like today I've been, like, in my own bubble because I, like, literally just, like, painted all day because I was just like, I'm not looking at Twitter today, you know, but...
There's been so many fucking things that have happened. And
we'll come back with you on Sunday with more tea.
Every episode that we put out could probably be about just, like, what fuckery has happened since we last
I'm sure there
spoke.
are political podcasts that are just
there
covering
definitely
this.
are. Yeah, there's big ones.
I'm like, I don't know if I would be able to enjoy listening to them at this point in time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I could handle, like, a full, half hour just devoted to talking because I just, like, I'm so tired.
I'm exhausted.
Next question here is, are you guys watching Scandal this season? Well, that's on tonight.
Yes, that's one of those Thursday shows that we're into now. And, I mean, the premiere was last week.
Yeah. And I feel like I half paid attention. Like, I was on my phone a lot, and usually I'm more riveted by it.
Yeah, and I can tell that, like, I also enjoy, but I also don't enjoy that, like, they're definitely making the plot just so it could be reflective of what's going on currently in politics. The political climate.
But I, like, kind of like that.
I like it because, like, then they'll show, like, just how fucking stupid Trump is and everything. So, like...
I mean, they are doing twists. Like, they, like, shot
of course.
What's his face. But,
yeah.
I just don't like sometimes the dialogue on that show because everything is, like, we've talked about this before, like, everything is a long-winded soliloquy. And I don't understand why the dialogue is written like some Shakespearean-ass shit where everyone has these, like, long-ass, like, big, angry monologues.
Yeah.
And everything,
like, Abby
it doesn't sound like a normal sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abby's one, like, in the hospital, yeah. Because it's just, like, it doesn't sound like real dialogue, and I don't know, I guess... It's fine because it's, like, an artistic choice, but it gets a little, like, extra at times.
It gets exhaustive.
But I'm here for, Melly, of course, always.
Yeah.
And, like, there's other characters that I care about and stuff, and I still, like, am interested, but, like, I don't know. And, like, that last week's episode of Grey's Anatomy was so boring.
Last week's both shows were, like, really fucking, like,
and, like,
I was not here for it.
That was a season premiere for Scandal. And, like, at least it was a little bit better. But, like, that was a mid-season for Grey's Anatomy. And, like, I bet there's not a lot of... I don't know. I bet they drop in ratings for this week. Because I feel like they're going to lose a lot of people. Because that was
literally, like, here's something that is not related to anything whatsoever that you care about.
And they'll give you one tiny nugget of main plot at the very end of the episode. But the whole episode is, like, for no reason at all.
It's also one of those episodes where they decided to, like, test out stylistic filming choices. Because they use Grey's Anatomy just as, like, a testing ground now.
Yeah, they experiment. Like, it's great.
Literally.
I'm still going to fucking watch. And once it's finally over, I will redo it all of that, like, oh, and so you're the woman who's screwing my husband. Like, I'm ready for Addison. Where the fuck is Addison?
They could easily, I mean...
What is Kate Walsh doing? Bring her back.
Kate Walsh, please. You could come back to the show and revitalize it, because you actually fit it into, like, the whole thing.
Save Grey's. It should be Addison's Anatomy, okay?
Oh, God.
Montgomery. That's what it should have been the whole time.
Yep.
The best character.
What a regal name. Addison Montgomery.
Montgomery Shepherd, too, when they were still together.
Oh, my God,
wild times. Just remember when they were, like, married. Like, crazy.
Just remember, Derek.
Okay, well.
Oh, shit.
Major spoilers there. Okay, so I'm just, like, looking on Twitter right now to get to the questions, and I just saw this tweet that I just want to share. Whole Foods is introducing a new, like, feature, and they're trying it out in New York, apparently, where they're having a butcher that is for vegetables. So they'll, like, cut up your veggies and produce for you.
What?
Yeah. And it's like, I guess they can also do, that says, like, has a new produce butcher that will make meal prep a breeze. So they're literally, like, there to prepare your produce for you.
I mean, why the fuck would you need that when you can already get, I know it's, like, really shitty one-use plastic waste.
Yeah, like, don't get that.
But, like, you can already get, like, pre-chopped vegetables. I don't need a butcher to, like, you know.
That's wild. I mean, like, okay, accessibility. That's, like, anytime there's, like, a super, like, lazy sounding idea, I think, like, immediately, like, okay, well, that's going to be great for people for accessibility. Like, It's a very ableist thing to think, like, oh, it's just for lazy people. But...
Yeah, but it already exists.
That concept, yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm like, oh my God, why?
Because but that's wild. Like, would you do that? Because, like,
no.
if you think... Okay, yeah.
I would not do that.
I know I can cut up my own stuff, but,
okay,
like...
literally, I'd be like, yo, chop up this durian for me, because that's
I'd do something
horrible.
like, what's, like, the most annoying? Beets? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking prepare my beet. Maybe. Or Brussels sprouts. Because Brussels sprouts just take a while to do. Like, they're my least favorite to chop up, but they're my favorite fucking vegetable. So I just do it anyway.
Like having now, like, as close to being on, like, the stalk or whatever it is
as
when
possible,
we bring it home.
It lasts longer.
Yeah. Like, we've had some, like, pre-chopped up things before in the past, and, like, they get bad.
Yeah, like, when you buy bags of, like, broccoli florets, like, they go bad quicker than when you get, like, the whole head, but, like, sometimes they don't have the fucking stalk, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if you guys have any recommendations on, like, how to store a bunch of, like, scrap vegetables for making vegetable stock, like, let us know.
Yeah,
because that's what we're doing right now, and it's a mess.
Yeah, gotta make out some space in our freezer, because I feel like we just, like, freeze all that kind of shit.
Yeah, and then just, like, once we have enough stuff, then just go in.
Yeah.
Because I would love to make my own stock, because I don't know, I don't like buying it.
You know, no waste. That's what we're going for.
Wow, yeah. Tell that to Lila. For poops. Are you kidding?
Wow, Lila.
What a bitch. I guess that's pretty much the episode.
Yeah, I think we'll round it out there. So I hope we've turned you off from ever eating out ever again.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess that's what it is today.
Yeah, so we will see you on Monday with the next episode.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Bappos, we're here with just some rapid fire, off the cuff, no genre.
No frills.
We're here with Nicole Dowling, who is stoking the coals in a fire.
Shannon Shires is hanging from chandelier, just casually.
Alicia McKee is singing out of key.
Kimberly Proza is watching Zaboomafoo, not a monkey.
Sammy Jessam wants to become a samurai.
Kayla Harding is making some hard-boiled eggs.
Jackie Goldfarb only likes rolled gold pretzels.
Rolled gold. Sloan Nolan is waiting for the world's slowest red light. Is it in Stars Hollow?
Yes, it is. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh my god.
Sarah Booth is setting up a booth at Comic-Con.
Megan Rackley just killed a gargantuan spider.
Kate Convery is trying to convert cups to tablespoons.
Taylor Collins likes tasty cakes more than Little Debbie's.
Emma Corbeil only uses coarse salt.
Heather Ann is in the savannah watching an antelope.
Sloan Fuller is trying to guess how full a jar of candies is for a prize.
Yo, I wanted to do that so many times.
Oh my god, I fucked it up every time.
Angelica Feliz is making an angel food cake.
Taylor Mays misses the Billy Mays OxyClean commercials.
Shay Alario only uses shea butter lotions. Also, we know we're pronouncing your name wrong, so please tell us how to pronounce it, please.
Please. Megan Ashley likes Ashley Furniture more than Ray Morin Flanagan.
Oh my god, Lumber Liquid. Cody Castillo is drawing an obscene picture on a friend's cast.
Bailey Lynn just inhaled a large ball of lint.
Emily Tormey is watching a tornado video on YouTube.
Sonia Vazbrun is putting Vaseline on their sore nose.
Taylor Hancock wishes they could revive Hannibal.
Sabrina Hughes loves a nice brine.
A brina. Stephanie Oliver is sharing their olive brine with Sabrina Hughes.
Fiona is dipping their feet into a mud spa bath.
Melanie Weldon isn't getting enough melatonin.
Sylvia Ehrlichman-Gross is Lila licking her toe beans.
I hate this. Juanita Cara is having a night out at Carrabba's, bitch.
We didn't talk shit on that one. Annie Wynn's favorite character on New Girl is Winston.
Cassandra Lee seasons all their food with Leon Perrins.
Emma Nygren is learning all about the power of empathy.
Courtney Hall doesn't like hollandaise.
Becca Jansen loves the centaurs in Harry Potter.
Angela Sue wishes they had superpowers.
Michelle North is placing their ear on a conch shell.
Erin Bray is braiding someone's hair.
Jada Goshi is reading up on the new GOES satellite. That's my meteorology nerd.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure it's lit. My Elizabeth is using MySpace. Binge. What year is it?
Ishbel Mendez is watching fish in an aquarium.
Talia Miller is doing a book report on Milton Bradley.
All those fucking board games.
Bob goes perfection.
Margarita used permanent marker on a whiteboard.
Tragic. Avery Labelson is labeling all their food so their roommates would stop eating it.
That's from past experiences. Daisy Blossom Dottie is counting the dots on a ladybug.
Chloe Archer is going to the top of the St. Louis Arch.
Anthony Hood is making a Lord of the Rings Wraith hood.
What is that? Mariah Hanna is cool enough to not use hands while riding a bike.
Liz Holbrook is still confused by what Brookstone stores are.
Jennifer Habgood rearranges their furniture every week. Me.
Madison Greer is visiting Greece with their history class.
Madison Wolf is listening to Hungry Like the Wolf.
Megan McNally is ordering a McMuffin.
Me. Skylar Medley hates having Skype interviews. Also me. I feel like this is just a self-drag today.
Megan Preyes is charging their Prius.
Corey Springfield is being poked by a spring in their bed.
Ilka has fallen ill after eating an old apple.
Sounds like an Animal Crossing plot. Jack Sedora Who just wants to be a Who in Whoville.
Nicole Allen likes Nickelback unironically.
Courtney White is throwing a quarter into a fountain.
Bridget Carey Davis is mad about airlines removing carry-on space.
Jennifer Cornwell is allergic to corn.
That's tragic.
That's horrible.
Sophia Koch wants to adopt a Cocker Spaniel.
Ash Roselle is painting a rose.
Jackie Burkhart should have never ended up with Fez.
Yo, when it just gets too real. Beth Fonseca is watching old Jane Fonda movies.
Jackie Bergiulio isn't compatible with Leos.
Christina Contreras knows what the teens want.
Catherine Simpson always likes a nice, simple coffee.
Nice. Marlene Naj is buying a Guy Fieri signed lean cuisine on eBay.
Ian Murphy is eating a whole bucket of clams.
What the fuck? Kendall Berg hates dealing with their college's bursar's office. Sorry, it brought too many things to my memory.
Alan McGregor is listening to Gregory Alan Isakoff.
Yes. Megan Grilly is firing up the grill because they can't wait till summer.
Chloe Ireland is having a Friday night bonfire.
Taco Roach wants to join a little league and be a coach.
Haley Cadwalder is climbing a rock wall.
Camellia Malky is eating a delicious vegan meal.
Maddie Pullman just beat the all-time high score in Pac-Man.
Amanda Pete is slicing into a fresh beet.
So they're one of those fucking vegetable butchers.
A butcher.
Oh. Allison Francois is marathoning Franklin.
Hey.
It's Franklin.
Coming out to play. Caitlin Whalen is a 3D printing whale. What? I read that wrong.
Yeah, I should leave that in.
Yeah. Caitlin Whalen is 3D printing a whale.
Cody Robinson just won a Mountain Dew Code Red.
Lauren Chavone is waiting for Lord's new album.
Dana Daly likes to read the daily trending hashtags.
Megan Wilson is some wilting spinach.
Claire Wood is hiding in the woods to get away from all the politics.
That's honestly Hillary Clinton. Anna Hernandez is destined for greatness.
Jenna Gordonier is generous as hell.
Sarah is listening to Sarah McLachlan only.
Flynn and Drew are just loving everything Drew Carey.
Bridget Dubin is duping us all and actually not a fan of bridges.
Whoa, crazy. Hillary Gay is tired of Game of War ads.
Aren't we all? Mackenzie Knight is petting a zebra at the zoo.
And Rachel Evans is rocking out to Evanescence.
Yes.
Oh my god, are you gonna do
Same
it?
It's like too much singing in this episode.
Okay.
Alright, we've got the rest of the boppos, who I would say are all just ants on a log. You know, life's a fucking boat of celery and we're just riding that peanut butter. Okay? We got Ashley Riefenberger,
Joanna Jensen,
Rebecca Edmondson,
Mallory,
Allie Malone,
Kathleen Wynn,
and Rose Barnett.
Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. You guys are the fucking greatest.
You're the ants to our log, and you know, that's all she wrote.
Do you consider ants on a log the raisins or the chocolate chips?
The raisins.
Sometimes I do chocolate chips.
Well,
because I'm a sweet tooth kind of binge.
Raisins are sweet, naturally, from the sun.
I'm leaving now.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.